This video covers the Valyrian Steel FAQ, all the frequently asked questions that we get about Valyrian Steel. The most common question is, of course, how much does it weigh? When it comes to our cars, there are different standards, and there's definitely a lot of people that would be offended if you asked how much they weighed, but we don't get offended at all when you ask how much the car weighs, and the answer is I don't know, although I will guess maybe 6,000 to 7,000 pounds, just based upon how easy it is to winch it up onto a trailer and how well the trailer deals with the load. In my CAD program, you can do a mass properties study, and the mass property, judging upon it's an approximation, of course, because I'm only doing a mass properties estimate on the stainless steel part of it, not the tires and all that, but based upon the mass properties, I'll guess like 6,000 to 7,000 pounds. How long did it take to build it? And the short answer would be 4 years. Only in the first year did we hammer for like 4 months full time with a big crew we hammered away to build the frame and the chassis and all that, put an engine in it and get it to run. In subsequent years though, there were other features added on, and I would only build them when I had a good design idea. For instance, the first year we just had a couple mufflers coming off of it, and the second year I added the exhaust array. And the second year also, that was when we got the kinetic sculpture working. One of the other years we added the intake array, and so on. It was intended that we build some crazy air intake from the very beginning. I wouldn't actually go through the fabrication process until I had a good idea. We didn't want to just like build something for the sake of it. We wanted to build something good. My personal opinion is that that was it was a superior way to construct the vehicle, where you only build things when the inspiration hit you. And I definitely don't always have that luxury. Sometimes you just got to do it because there's a deadline or whatever. Another question that gets asked a lot is, how much did it cost to build it? And the answer is a lot. This gets asked of all the cars, and the answer is the same for all of them. It's made out of stainless steel. The entire frame is made out of stainless steel. All the chassis elements are made out of stainless steel. Some of the parts that we bought are not made out of stainless steel, like the shocks aren't, neither is the motor or the transmission. But everything except for, I'd say, that we've made is except for like the dash pods. I think it's safe to say that I am a fan of stainless steel. What motor is in the car? We have a 2015 Ford Coyote 5.0. It's the same motor that they put into Mustangs of the same year. It's been extremely reliable. Nothing that's gone wrong with this car had to do with the engine, at least the part of the engine that came from Ford. Yeah, it's been bomb-proof. I would say the only drawback of using the Coyote is that there aren't as many aftermarket parts available for it as there is for the Chevy LS series. But if we need custom parts, we've got a CNC machine, we can always make them, so it's not that big a deal. How fast does it go? And for this car, I would say, although it's got a strong engine that's got 400 horsepower, I'm going to say not that fast. It's not slow, but it's got a lot of rotating mass, and it's extremely not aerodynamic, like the way that the Silhouette is. It's like that intake array, that's a big air catcher. Like it's like a giant scoop, and it's like catches the air, and there's not a lot of places for the air to go. So the top speed on this thing, I'm sure it can probably still go 70 miles an hour, but beyond that, I would say probably not, because it's just it's not made for top speed. It's made to convey mechanical beauty. Another question that gets asked a lot is, why did you build it? The answer is always the same on this one, no matter what the car is. Why not? Does it get good gas mileage? And that Ford Coyote does pretty well. I have no idea what kind of mileage it gets because we're at Burning Man. It would be a meaningless comparison anyways, because we're on dirt and the dirt surface varies every year, it varies day to day, it varies upon where you're going to at Burning Man, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, I don't really know, but we definitely don't have to fill it up that often at Burning Man, and which is nice. Was it in Mad Max? This car is way too pretty to have been in Mad Max, but I do love Mad Max. It influences almost everything that I do automotively. That's it for the FAQs on Valyrian Steel. As always, no animals were harmed in the making of this video, although some humans may have received permanent brain damage. Remember the #1 rule, do not chang it up. Thank you in advance for your cooperation.